Today we have this 1953 Remington Office-Riter vintage portable typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. Margins are located right here and right here, and you just push down like that and move them. And when you get to the end of that margin, you hear the bell. Once you hear the bell, you're at the end of the margin. You hit the line space, get you back at the beginning, and skips 1, 2, or 3. Right now we have it on single, but if you want double, you just flip that switch down 1, skips 2, pull it down to 3, skips 3. We're going to keep it on single for now. And we were able to type all the keys in one line because this has Elite typeface, which prints 12 characters per inch. So on the next line, I'll type a sentence in red, and we'll switch that switch here from blue to red. It's got a blue, white, and red dot. When you hit the red, it hits the bottom portion of the ribbon. Very nice typing machine. Remington made rifles back in this time era in America, and this kind of feels like a rifle when you're typing on it. It feels nice, really unique compared to other typewriters. It feels good. Very popular typewriter over the decades. This model was made at least 10 years, and it's just very common and popular to see these. Not very common to see them working as good as this one. This one does have some wear and tear, so I'm going to sell it at a discount. To pull the paper out easy, you flip this switch on the carriage here up, and it unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the paper out easy or load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. Also multiple pages. Make sure you flip that down before you load the next page, or else you won't be able to load it correctly. It's got a tab function, specifically a miracle tab. Basically what the miracle tab means is that you set a tab with this switch here on the side, anywhere on the platen. So we want one in the middle. I always like to have one in the middle. So you just flip that switch up for S, and there's an S and there's a C on the bottom. The C means clear, the S means set. So we just set one in the middle, and I'm gonna push that tab button on the right side here, and it'll stop at that spot. And if you want to clear, you just press this down, and there should be no tabs. The reason why I like to have a tab in the middle is because if you accidentally hit that tab button, or somebody that doesn't know how to use a typewriter hits it, it doesn't go slamming all the way to the end, causing wear and tear to your typewriter. It just stops right there in the middle. And that tab, all the tab functions work good. You can set as many tabs as you want on this. This is your touch control 1, 2, and 3. What this does is it loads a tension spring underneath the keys that increases the tension when you hit the keys. So when you have it on 3, you just have to hit the keys harder to get them to hit the paper. I like to have it on low tension. This is your ribbon direction control. You open the hood, you get your ribbons and the spools. So if you have it to the left, it'll pull to the right. And that's where we want it, because all the brand new ribbon is loaded on this left side, so we need it pulling to the right. And if you want to switch the direction, you just flip that to the right and it'll pull to the left, counterclockwise. But we're going to keep it pulling to the right. One time I forgot to switch it and sold the typewriter, and the customer got it, and it was going in the wrong direction, and it ended up getting to the end. And when you get to the end, it'll jam up your vibrator like that, and it won't type correctly. And then she had to send it back. So just make sure you know what direction you're pulling on yours, and if it seems like it's malfunctioning, that's the first thing to do when you're troubleshooting. Very easy to fix that by switching this switch right here. Got a carriage release on each side. What's that one on that side? This switch, if you push it down, it disables the spacing mechanism. You flip it up. Each one of those clicks is a space. Backspace right here on the left side, that works good. Shift on each side and a shift lock on each side too. And to clear it, you just hit that shift button again. And that's about it. It's got a margin release too. I forgot that one. You get to the end of the margin, it locks your keys. There's a mechanism to lock the keys, and you just hit that MR button and it'll allow you to type past that margin. That works good. Fully functional, available now on eBay or Etsy. Search Brooksaw Antiques.